Hello, this is Gio. Hey, look what I have here. I have some solar garden lights. These things, you might have some of these in your yard. You can kind of stick them in the ground. Here's a more traditional one. You can stick in the ground, and during the day, the solar cells up on top charge the system up, and at night a little light comes on and it kind of glows, and it's kind of nice. You don't have to wire anything up, and so they're really convenient. This one's more of a decorative one. This actually has a series of little LEDs along a line, and this is more of a whimsical kind of look. It looks a little more dragonfly-ish. At night you kind of hang these around. Again, the solar cells charge up, and at night you get this nice little whimsical kind of like lighting in your yard. And so they do come in a variety of shapes and sizes, but one thing you might notice after a year or two in the yard, they tend to stop working, and you might think, well, they're broken, maybe water got into them or they just aged, and so you throw them away and you buy new ones, and then they work for a little while. But hey, did you know that these things actually have rechargeable batteries inside? So it's not just the solar cells. The solar cells charge up these rechargeable batteries, and it's the batteries that typically go bad, and all you have to do is replace them. Well, that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so we'll just start with the more traditional one. Again, this one just kind of sticks in the ground, charges up on top. And for this one, it may depend on your particular light, but this one you kind of just twist the top and lift that up. And this is just a casing housing. And the light is actually right here, if you could see it right here. And there are 3 screws that we need to remove. And so we'll go ahead and do that now. And there you go, 3 screws, and this should just come right out, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, something's hanging up on it a little bit, and there you go. And let's see, it looks like some bugs got into this. Get that debris out here. But the solar cell is there, but as you can see, there is a rechargeable AAA nickel cadmium battery right here. And this is typically what goes bad. So let's go ahead and replace that after we get some of this garbage out of here. And so we'll just take this battery out. It just gets removed, and you can see there's some grimy stuff. I may want to clean this a little bit better. I think it's pretty clean. There we go. But looking at this one more closely, the wires just basically fell off, so it is a little more corroded. I could solder these back on, but these are cheap enough, so I think I'll just replace it. But you can see where the battery went, and provided that the wires were still attached, it may actually work. But we'll go ahead and move to the next light and see if we can get that one working. Okay, again, this one you kind of unscrew this one and take this whole thing out of the jar. And again, you do have 2 screws and an on and off switch for this one. And this one hasn't been working for a while. We'll go ahead and take these screws out and carefully see if we can remove this top here. And indeed, this just comes right off. And there you go. It's a little more clean inside. It looks like the wires are intact. And again, there's that battery inside there. And so let's see if we can get this thing out of here without damaging these contacts here. Gently, and there you go. That's the original battery. We'll go ahead and put that aside. And then I do have some replacement batteries here. This is a 600 milliamp battery, 1.2 volts. And just out of curiosity, I got this new. See if it already has a little bit of a charge. I have a multimeter here. And let's just touch these contacts, and it says 1.26 volts. So it does come with a little bit of a charge. So maybe we don't even need to get it solar charged up. We'll go ahead and replace this battery. Again, these contacts are kind of in a wrong place, but we'll try to be careful with those. We'll get this thing in there. Oh, there you go, and it lights up right away. And of course it has an on-off switch. And so when it's on, I think you have to, yes indeed. So when you cover up this, it works. So there you go. And so we'll go ahead and replace the top. Turn this off for now. And then kind of get these to look a little more interesting before we put them in the jar. And there you go. That looks pretty good. Let's do the other one. And there you go. Both these work. And there you go. So before you throw these things away, you may actually want to change the battery and see if they will work for you. Again, this one unfortunately was damaged, and so I will throw this one away and replace it. But these two will hopefully last for at least a couple more years before I need to change the battery again. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button at the bottom of the screen and even consider subscribing to my channel. I have many more videos to come. Bye-bye.